This is a John Martell of the Middle Ground, and this is going to be part 2 of my review on the Razor A5 Air scooter. So let's start off with the good. Well, the good is it's lightweight. It's like really lightweight. So yeah, top marks for that. You can take this thing anywhere. It's small, it's compact, it folds up real nice and easy. No, so that's good. The tires are nice and big, so it gives a relatively smooth ride. Smoother than honestly than my electric scooter did, and seems pretty durable to be honest. Although jury's still out on that. I've only had it for like a week. So the downsides are unfortunately starting to overwhelm the good points and don't seem to appear in any of the reviews I read on Amazon, which is kind of annoying the hell out of me. So first of all, I should have known better when I saw this thing was like $135-ish, but you know, I needed something sooner rather than later, and I wanted essentially this is going to be my backup scooter anyways, so I figured it wouldn't be as much of an issue. So I've been using this for a good roughly an hour today, and well, there are some serious issues. One of the big ones is this freaking kickstand. Well, it's not a kickstand for starters. You literally need to do this. You can't even push it down with like your toe, your foot, or anything. Like there's nothing there. Like yeah, you have to manually push this down with your thumb. So it's basically useless. And what's even worse is so there goes that idea. I thought that maybe if I removed it, that this thing wouldn't keep bottoming out like the way it was, but I would be wrong because yeah, there it is. Because this thing is bottoming out on like literally everything. And I do mean everything. Like it can't even go over a small bump in the curb on the sidewalk. So unless you're driving on a pretty flat surface, this thing's going to constantly bottom out, and that's really starting to get on my nerves. Yeah, you can already see like the wear here, where I've only had this for 6 days and already looks like this after 1 hour's driving, basically. That's not cool. And it's like a really nice day today too. Barely any wind, no clouds. Well, there are clouds in the sky, but like nothing's coming from them. Temperature's basically perfect, and I feel a little bit chilly. And yeah, it shouldn't look like this. My other major concern with this thing is that this goes 360 like this. Now, that is obviously a problem for any number of reasons, but the main one is that, if you suddenly get stopped on something, your entire back end of your scooter can basically flip around, and there's nothing stopping it, which is like, that's just stupid. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is honestly, I'm fully expecting this to happen at some point where this thing will essentially, I will stop it suddenly, and take the weight off of it too soon or something, and the whole back end will just swing around 360 and take my legs out or something. So yeah, that's not cool. Like, it should not be able to do that. My electric scooter couldn't do that. And it only had like a limited, it could only go about like this. So there was no risk of this thing, turning into a bloody guillotine for my legs. So, yeah. I think there's enough issues with this thing that I'm probably going to return it for something a bit pricier, and hopefully something, with more room for my foot, because this thing has like literally, like in terms of room for my foot, that's it. I got a size 13, so my feet's pretty big, but still, you know, this is like almost a perfect fit. Like it was almost like it was designed for my shoe size, which is just strange. But yeah, it's yeah, that's I want a little bit more room on it, you know. And also, I'm having I have trouble, a lot of trouble using the other foot to push along with, which means I'm always stuck with using just this foot. I'm always stuck on the same foot, you know, and that's an issue for me because I've got high arches, which means that my feet, I need to change up my feet a bit more, and I just can't on this thing. And the lack of an electric motor also means, obviously, that I'm wasting a lot, that I'm stressing my feet muscles a lot more, which is, you know, great for the exercise, but at least for my high arched feet, being what they are, is not so great. So if you've got high arches or feet that are prone to spasms, you know, heavy heel or impacts, whatever, you know, this is probably not the scooter for you. And this is as high as the bar goes. I'm 6'1", so I'm tall. And it's at least originally seemed to be like, you know, to have stopped at like essentially the perfect height for me, but I'm coming to the determination that it's not. And combined with all the other issues, like this would be a solid scooter for somebody who wasn't as tall as me probably, and without such massive honking feet, you know, and who's somebody who's willing to put up with the constant bottoming out on every little bump, you know, but I'm not. And that's just the end of it. So I'm returning this. Yeah. I got this for $137-ish. So for light use for kids, you know, just going, you know, around the block, staying close to home on flat surfaces, you know, this is perfect for anybody who wants to do anything actually serious. And by serious, I mean just go down the street if it's not perfectly smooth. Then you're going to be bottoming out every few seconds. And it gets annoying really fast. Anyways, that's my review. Let me know what you think below, and any recommendations would also be appreciated for another scooter.